And thus we begin the ride today. Unlike most solo long rides, there hadn't been much of a preparation. I've packed some clothes, medicine, drinking water, and some eatables. There wasn't enough time to prepare the bullet as such. Got the machine after cylinder kit replacement only yesterday, and this day I set off on a rather ridiculous expedition. The day is 7th of November 2022, and the meetup at Odisha will be on 13th. So I have about 6 days in hand to cover the 1800 odd kilometers. Like I had mentioned in part 1 of this vlog, this particular machine has been facing certain issues with respect to current and that hadn't been rectified yet. Anyways, I have this hope that she wouldn't let me down. The start couldn't be any more funnier. I took off from home and within 200 meters, the bullet stalled and I was like, good lord, not now, not like this. I didn't have to smoke my brains for more than 3 minutes to find out the culprit. I was using some other key. Who could probably have imagined that? So I called mom and she took about half an hour to walk all the way. It will be a bad omen if I turn back, right? And so we go, finally. अचानक याद आया कि अपने पास पीयूसी भी नहीं है तो वो भी कराया रास्ते में. At Palakkad, I met one of our oldest follower, Mr. Rishikesh, who had come to cheer me on. Thanks, Rishi man. And so we travel across the beautiful landscapes of my native Palakkad. The beautiful Palghat Gap has serene vistas all around, and it is not something that you could ever get tired watching. You could see the Valaya Toll Plaza, which is the first among many to come. This is where I notice that the battery is not getting charged the way it must be. We'll be passing a Vinashi on the way and I'm gonna get it checked. The whole confidence to do something like this, which is quite unusual for a lazy bum like me, is the immense support that you guys give. Our community has reached throughout India, and why should I be worried when I have people who care all around? As I had mentioned before, we have about 6 days in hand to cover the 1800 odd kilometers. Ideally, I must cover somewhere close to 300 to 325 kilometers each day, which would require about 8 hours continuous running time. We cross over to the next state, which is Tamil Nadu. Once I cross entire TN and AP from one end to the other, then there isn't much left to reach Cuttack. I took a small pit stop to have some fruit juice. It is very important to keep ourselves hydrated. Earlier, I had a dosa right after Palakkad for breakfast. The next plan is to visit Mr. Sekharan, father of one of our followers, Mr. Velmurugan, and cover his 27 plus years user review video with a CI bullet. So I take a detour and head towards this place called Kunatur. While on the way, I could sense the battery draining like crazy and that didn't look good. As soon as I reached Mr. Sekharan's place, the machine stalled again and the battery was fully gone. So while we were shooting the video, he had contacted his mechanic Mr. Mohan, who came with a spare battery. I lost valuable daylight while this issue was being rectified, and there was no way I could reach Salem with the kind of lighting that I have. In the middle of this commotion, I could not have lunch and was literally starving. Velmurugan's mother had offered me dosa and chicken curry, which I had humbly refused. So much of thanks for her kind heart. Like I had said, the machine did not leave me stranded somewhere in the middle of nowhere and rose up to that reputation of reliability. For people who say Sia bullets aren't good, well, I must say that they are definitely not for the faint hearted. These are not brand new machines that come right out of the factory. It's our responsibility to make sure they are in good health in all aspects before taking off. If you upset your health eating half baked beans, then who is to blame? Mr. Mohan had replaced the ignition set and did some adjustments in the clutch, and for the time being, the battery was showing normal charging. Big thanks to Mr. Shekaran and Mr. Mohan for their immense help. As it was getting dark, I decided to ride for 40 odd kilometers further and stop at A Road for the night. I found a decent stay in there, had this chicken noodles which tasted awesome, and settled down for the night. That's all I have for now, guys. We'll be back with the day 2 vlog shortly. Thanks for watching, Son of a Gun.